Welcome everybody. Another week of ONPASSIVE 360. It's myself, Red, and Mr. Johnson. We all know who he is. Anyway, I want to say hello, and then I'm going to go give some shout outs. So I'll turn it over to Red. Red, tell them what's up.
Yeah, hi everyone. How you doing? Wednesday, so we're back to the normal format for ONPASSIVE 360. A fantastic shout out and thank you to the amazing Mohammed Kamal for last week's 360 when we had him on and interviewed him. I think everyone will agree it was a fantastic 360 we did with him. If people are thinking we're going to have guests every week, we won't be. This is not our normal format, and there's plenty of other founders that do interviews. We just thought it would be a great person to have on here, especially after what we visualized and had the pleasure of being part of the week before that, which was the first Burj Khalifa advert that we saw on the front of there. Now we've got lots of things coming up now, and I'm going to hand it back over to Marty, who's going to say a few hellos.
Absolutely. Give me 1 second. I'm copying down a link, and go to my channel. Alrighty. See some people already here. Great. Joanna Lingner, welcome. Glad you can make it. Annette Scott, babyface grandmom's in the house. Tracy Richards, John Barilla. Hello, John. Glad you can make it. Bridget, you're always here, and I appreciate it. Dawn McIntyre, you're always here. Glad you could make it also. Cecil Weir is in the house. Hello, Cecil. Glad you took the time to come here. And Tanya Cruz is in the house. Bahufinder Sai. Yes.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, I know I messed that up, but I apologize right now. Kamua, welcome. Glad you can make it. Susan Bopp is in the house. Linda Chapetta. It just jumped down, so let me go to the bottom. Robert Tantulo's in the house. Hello, Robert. Albert Reed, glad you can make it. Becky Hawkins. We have Rupa Paul. Hello, Rupa. Glad you could make it. Big Kevin Rutledge is in the house. Frank Jones. Hello, Frank. Glad you could make it today. Craig Gracener. Manjinder Sai. Shirley Dotson. Hello, Shirley. Pan Stanvich is here. Patrick McGuigan, the poster man. Great job, Patrick. Thanks for all your support. Paul Raynock, haven't seen you for a while. Glad you can make it. Zombie guys outside in the daylight again. You must be shriveling up like a freaking raisin by now. Tanya ONPASSIVE, the working lady. Thank you for everything you do. I mean that. Jermaine Dockery, glad you can make it. Siri Ocho's in the house. Siri, the webinar posting maniac. If you want to know where a webinar is and when, he's your man. Stephen Callahan. Willow's in the house. Willow, the wisdom woman. Yes, thank you very much. Glad you can make it, Willow. George Holdsworth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Emmanuel Darko. Thank you for being here. M. Callie is in the house. Elizabeth Pondy. Source Frequency, otherwise known as Trevor Peters, is here. Annette Rosa. Yvonne Finn. Hello, Yvonne. Glad you can make it. Merthlyn Butler is here. Pat Parrott. Pat, you're doing a great job. You really are. Unbelievable. I see you're doing a live, I guess, every day now. I don't know, but very good job. Karen Monsees. Randall Harris. Hello, Randall. Glad you can make it. Carlos is in the house. Mary Pendy. Okay, I think I have Sean's here. Hello, Sean. Ralph Florden. Glad you can make it. Camusa. And yes, let me go back down to the bottom. I don't see any. Oh, Yin Yang 44-4 is here. Glad you can make it. Bruno Pelcher. I'm seeing a lot of new names, which is pretty cool. Cynthia Downtown Brown is in the house. Hello, Cynthia. She's unbelievable supporter. Victor Gubalade is in the house. Yes. You ever want to get fired up, talk to him for 10 minutes. I don't fix you. Guarantee that. Anyway, Myra Aquino is here. Thank you. There she is. Energized Money. Linda Nakamoto. Hello, Lynn. Lynn. Thanks. Oh, I got your message. I wrote you back. Anyway. Julie's here too. Holy cow, we got a peacock in the house. Hello, Julie. And I'm going to turn it over to Red. Whew.
Thanks very much, Marty. Okay, let's see how many double ups we can count who have got 2 windows open for me and Marty. So far, then, we've got Anita Scott, Erin Frost, and Pat Parent, Juanita Ali, and Maria Patterson. Randall Harris, you're doubling up. I know that. Steve Newell, Azza Khan, my mate from UK and Ireland's here. Angela Lynn, and ONPASSIVE Philippines Founders Group. Hi. Jovis Swinder, Tanya on Passive, you're doubling up. David Switzer's here. Juanita Muller and Kevin Rutledge. Hi, guys. How you doing? Hidaga Gamina. Whoa. Probably absolutely annihilated that, probably. Never mind. David Green and Alberta Reed. Lisa Cartelia. Hi. Aurora Paradise. Love saying your name. Hi, how you doing? Wanda Cooper, David Otto, and Vickers Yardav. Hi, how you doing? Modu Jolo. Hi, how you doing? Wendy Cholbos, I think that maybe is. Jane Francis is here as well. Abilio Barris and Jim Swank. James Norris, Derek Gonzalez, and our Escuche. Hi, Bridget Kovacs. Perpetua's here, and Joseph Swindler said hello to. Nick Munty, Listra, and KC Sevenbergen. Hi, how you doing? Preet Bawa, or is that maybe something like that? Hey, hey, hey. Jana Thompson, Cynthia Deering, Gina Lever. Hi. Vernon is here as well. Jarmo, John Grayton, Tony Monk. Hi, good to see you back around, Tony. I know you've been ill. Vivina, Benny, Greg Gaynor, and Satina, and Andrietta Kings, DC Deck, Bob Huggerly, and Kathy Burgoyne. Martia Berger. Hi, how you doing? Nagil, Peter Estonge. Wow. Akash Roy, Marilyn, Laurie Lynn, Polly Cherry, Donald Gurant, and Janine Oliva. Back to you, Marty. Lots of new faces also.
All right. Want to do a couple shout outs, Chris? Only take a few seconds here.
Yeah, you guys should just let me go first. Listen, I added a couple new fans here, new friends, I'm going to say. Of course, Bill Must, thank you very much for all you do. John White, Timmy Johnson, Robin Noble, and I got 2 special ladies I want to shout out to is Simone Noble, if I said that right, because if I don't, she's going to smack me, and their beautiful mom. Always praying for you, my sisters, and everyone on the Bill Must and Passive YouTube channel. We thank you for all your support. Marty or Red, you guys pick. I don't know where you're at on the screen, but go.
All righty. A couple more people popped on. I'll say hello. Gerald Greger, Dominique Henderson. What do we got? Jerry Price from Oklahoma City. Torres. Vivian Wisa. Ooh. I'm sorry for that because I know that's not your name. David Lakiaka. Oh my gosh. Yes, never. New people, welcome. I'm sorry I messed up your name, but you are welcome here. Jacqueline Lewis, Angela Lynn, Anand Inghai. Whoa. Hello to you too. Kim Mills. Bruce is in the house. What's happening, Bruce? Glad you could make it. And Greg, the Electric Man Liakin, whatever your name is. Daniel Sani. Oh, Daniel from Papua New Guinea. Hello, brother. Glad you could make it. And as you can see, I put a link in there for a page that I made for anyone, everyone, whoever wants to use it. It's a short video, and if they like what they hear, they're going to ask for a registration link or maybe a presentation.
I'll put it in mine as well here on
Yep.
so that people have got it as well, Marty.
All right, if you got a few more names to shout out, go ahead, Red, and then I'll
No,
start.
you're good. You crack on there.
Okay, I'm gonna crack on. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm gonna try it. If it hurts, I'll turn it over to Red. Anyway, I was talking yesterday that the marketing that we're here, what we're seeing now, people got to realize there'll be phases. Yes, we're not used to it because we've never done it, but it's not unheard of. How he's doing it is very unique, no doubt about it. But let's face the facts. If you don't know by now, Mr. Muparo is a unique individual, okay? He doesn't do anything the same as anybody else. Thank God, right? We don't want to be like anybody else. So to do that grand launch, I'm going to call it a launch of the marketing that went on the 30th in Dubai is mind-blowing. I mean, absolutely mind-blowing. It's hard enough to get in Dubai, but to get images put on the Burj Khalifa and to have images posting right now, every 5 minutes, all over Dubai, I'd have never guessed. I couldn't have thought of that in my wildest dreams. And it's where do you go when you're at the top? You got to go higher, and we're going higher. So I recommend everybody that's watching this on Friday, we're going to see part 2 of what we saw on the 30th. I'm not sure the time yet, but I would think keep your calendar open and your time open between 10 a.m. and maybe 2 p.m. because that's prime time in Dubai. Information will follow as we go along. The page that I made, I put a link in there. There's one in ONPASSIVE Nation. You could take it. It's I shortened it with the URL. Take it, give it to people you know or people you don't know. Doesn't matter. They don't like it. They don't want to do it. Bye-bye. Move on to the next one. It'll give you a last-ditch effort to maybe bring friends and family into this unbelievable business that we're in. I'm going to turn it over to Red for now. Red?
Yeah, thanks very much, Marty. Now let's talk about Friday. We want everybody to get as many people to this event as possible. We've already been told by Ash that this is going to be targeting the last of the founders positions. This is going to be the main theme of it. Also, what do we know what's going to happen on Friday? We know that not only is it going to be on front of the magnificent Burj Khalifa, but it's also going to be live streamed from 9 other locations within Dubai live. We know that Amar advertising are having an integral part in this throughout the whole of Dubai. We know that they are going to have within the Zoom as well. So it's going to be a bit of a CNN type of feel, jumping from one to the other. And obviously, this is going to have a massive impact as far as visuality is concerned from us, the founders. Again, we are not quite sure whether this is only going to be on Zoom and the official ONPASSIVE YouTube channel. Nearer the time, it might be extended out from Zoom and the YouTube channel of ONPASSIVE to that link we used last time, which is the top.live. If it is, fantastic. We know where we can go for everybody and anybody to be able to view and see what's going on. So really exciting times ahead. I've got a few more updates and bits and pieces for, as well to come up. But for now, I want to hand it back over to Chris.
Thank you, Red. Thank you, Marty. Woo! I am fired up. I'm crazy. And you know what? I'm really crazy because my brother, our brother, T. Wendell, sent us all a video about the Burj Khalifa and how it was built. And as I watch this video, I realized, you know, I think I knew what drew Ash to that building many years ago when they were doing it, because it was built kind of like ONPASSIVE, but ONPASSIVE, I'm going to show you the comparison why ONPASSIVE is that much bigger. You know, it started off with a guy, a vision. He put it together. He dug a big hole. He wanted the tallest building in the world, which is the Burj Khalifa. He dug this humongous hole in the desert. All right. Now in the desert, there's not a lot of rocks at the bottom. It just is like sand. So they had to come up with some way to hold this foundation had to hold this really tall building. So they had to put over 200 what they call friction piles drill them 45 meters deep into this earth to hold this foundation. All right, now a little difference there. The foundation of ONPASSIVE was basically done the same way, except our foundation went a lot deeper than 45 meters. Okay, I mean a lot deeper, and the hole was a lot bigger than Ashmafara. In his mind, the hole had to be as big as the entire world. So the founders, you're the friction that's dug down deep into this amazing building. So now get this. They work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to build this building, literally. Does it sound familiar? Who else does that 24/7? I think it's ONPASSIVE. Absolutely. The problem was when they were building that building, they actually were putting in every 3 days they would actually build 3 floors, which is amazing. But they didn't want to just to beat the record by a little bit. They wanted to make a significant difference where it sent out a message. Wow, does that sound familiar? I wonder where Ash got all these great ideas from, that building. All right. But as they went up and up, they realized, my gosh, they got this beautiful foundation, which are the founders, real deep. Okay. As they went up, the winds were a big, wow, horrible. They had to think about it. So, of course, they narrowed the building to go higher and higher and higher. And the winds were definitely something they had to consider because it's very windy in the desert, especially at that height. Now, you got to look at ONPASSIVE. All right, you all know we're at the top. All right, the difference here is our foundation. Let's say it's not just 100 meters deep below the building. Each floor that is built in ONPASSIVE is another foundation and another foundation. We're building this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with Ash's vision, and every level we go to is a different foundation. We literally have the strongest company in the world. We don't have to worry about wind, earthquakes. And the great thing about when the earthquakes come or the storms, we got something called OBLES. And I'm not going to go into that because that's another day. But ONPASSIVE is pretty much, and Ashmafara has protected us all the way around. We have the strongest foundation in the world that goes from the bottom to the top, and it's just going to keep growing. And the foundation is all the people. Marty said something a couple weeks ago. The fuel is the people. Absolutely. The fuel and the people is the foundation of the entire structure of ONPASSIVE. And I'm amazed by that. So Key Wendo, thank you very much for sending us that video. I actually really enjoyed it. I'll try to share that on my Facebook later. You can all watch it. Very interesting. And remember the key thing Ashmafara said. You cannot avoid putting your hands on our ONPASSIVE products. Listen, no one's going to be able to get around it. It's going to be everywhere. We're already the highest office in the world. We're exceeding the top, and it keeps getting better. Why? Because everyone out there is sharing this, and they know what it's going to do for them. So, Marty, Red, that's all I got. Back to you, Marty DeGarmo.
Yeah, he's talking about the Burj Khalifa. When they engineered it, it was engineered to take 150-mile-an-hour winds, gusts. It's so high up that it sways about 2 meters both ways. Now it's designed for that. Most high skyscrapers do rock back and forth, and you can feel it if you're up that high, probably, especially if you're on the 163rd floor or up, I think it's the top floor. So it's amazing, definitely an amazing structure. I remember hearing about it when they were doing it. And I was thinking, you try to compare, well, what do you compare? It's twice the height of the Empire State Building. Go figure. I'm not a real big hurry to go up there, okay? I'd rather watch it from a picture. Yeah, I don't like heights. It's not that I don't like heights. I just don't like falling to the ground like 200 miles an hour. I'm not sure. I'm just kidding. I don't like heights. But anyway, going back to the marketing, remember, done right, you get a frenzy. People will be coming to you. Where's the link? How do I get in? Where do I go? Where's the door? They're ready to jump through hoops. Now you think, is that really the case? Absolutely, it's the case. Listen, when they did the cell phone, I keep bringing up the iPhone. When they build it up and build it up and build it up, when the doors open, they were tripping over each other, and they didn't even ask how much it is. They didn't care. It's mind-blowing. That marketing at its finest will benefit all of us, because if you get that viral effect where you got people that can't wait to get in, they leave and start talking about what they got. So now you have both back and forth like a ping pong, only slamming people into ONPASSIVE because of what we did ahead of time. You know, we look at all the stuff done in ONPASSIVE in the 3 years, which is probably a 10-year gig. But for the 2 years that they've really been working on this, which that's all it is, by the way, you have to build a foundation that could withstand 150-mile-an-hour winds, right? I mean, you need to build it so it can withstand a lot of forces, because there'll be some negative, some mostly positive, but you got to be ready, because a lot of times when a company enters the arena of the big boys, sometimes they get bought out, sometimes they're kind of pushed to the side, but you don't hear about them very long. Doesn't mean they don't have the best ideas. That's where these big companies get in trouble for monopoly, right? Making so other people can't compete. But the benefit of ONPASSIVE is they're entering the arena as the heavyweight champion of the world. So they come in and other companies aren't like, hey, push that guy. I'm not pushing him, you push him. The guy's a freaking mountain range, right? So they're not going to come up and just push ONPASSIVE around. And that's because of what was built to begin with. Mr. Mupara built the company to come in as Mike Tyson at 21. Okay, you may not like him, but I wouldn't want to fight him. Okay, and it's not there to fight, but it's to let you know we're here and we're here to stay. The other beauty is when the people start whipping out their checkbooks, Mr. Mupara, I will give you blank, 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 probably more zeros than we've ever seen. And he has no desire, no thank you. And we know that, no desire, none, because he's not in it for the money. He's in it to empower people. And I think that's what's going to happen bigger than any other company in the world. So anyway, food for thought. Just remember, we're entering this massive business world where you have a couple companies in the trillions. And when you walk in, you're eye to eye with them. It's very, very, very big deal. Trust me, a big deal. You'll see when it really gets out there, and everything that Ash is doing is building up that wave. On the 30th, we started a wave. This Friday, that wave is going to be pushed higher. A couple of weeks later, pushed even higher. And it's going to go and go and go, and it'll get, boom, here it is to the world. People come up, how do I get in? Where is it? What is ONPASSIVE? They're going to all the YouTube channels. Who's this red guy? Who's Chris Johnson? Who's Bill Musk? Who, oh, wow, who's this person that? Trust me, that's how it works. That's how, if you do it right, that's how it works. And I don't think ONPASSIVE is just doing it right. I think it's a hybrid of the best. It's a hybrid of the best of the best. He thinks outside the box. If that works, how about this? And if they work, wow, I wonder what happened if we do that. And it's unbelievable. Thank God. Thank God. I know this is live. Mr. Mupara is crazy. Okay, but it's a good crazy. I'm so glad that he's not like everybody else, and I probably won't be talking to him again. No, but anyway, but seriously, I mean that in all due respect. He knows that. Being not so unique is going to change millions of lives, guarantee it. Anyway, that's all I have.
Okay, I'm going to expand a little bit on what Marty's been saying. Now, people have been saying to me, Red, so what's all of this big deal about what we're doing in Dubai? Yeah, it looks fantastic. Yeah, we've got the adverts, but, you know, how's this going to benefit me as a founder? Well, it's all about positioning. It's about branding. It's about making statements. Now, as Marty said, we are entering a very big arena here as a business, and we do not want to get pushed around. So everything that Ash Mufara and the company are doing in Dubai is sending out that statement to actually have every online business saying, here, this is who we are. Look at what we are. We have got the tallest office block in the world. We have blanketed all of the advertising in Dubai, and that is just the start. We are going to have so much more coming our way. Yes, for the next 2-3 weeks, we are then going to be using what we have set up in Dubai on the Burj Khalifa, on the billboards, on the advertising. We already know that we have 2 companies that are facilitating our needs over there in Dubai. But what else is going to be happening? If you are on the round table on Monday, you would have heard that Ash Mufareh said the next stage is we are going to be going into magazine publications. That is going to be going out to millions of people. That is millions of eyes on our business. This is going to be the next stage, and there's going to be so much more that we do not expect. Why don't we expect it? Because as Marty said, everything that Ash Mufareh does, he does outside of the box. If it's normal, if it's regular, if it's average, he just won't do it. Anything and everything that he does is not normal. It is completely different. It is setting new standards, not only for advertising, but actually how business is done. We are going to be, as he says, the correction to the corruption, the change that people have been waiting for. You could call it anything you like. We are called ONPASSIVE, but the structure of how we do business, people have been waiting for a very long time to have something like this. And as Marty said, we will be the hunted and not the hunters. And that is because we are piquing people's interest. This is what we're doing right now. We are putting that seed in someone's mind and thinking, I keep seeing this ONPASSIVE thing all over the place. What you're going to do? You're going to have a little look, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Google, whether it's to your friends, family, magazines. The more you see it, the more you get used to seeing it, the more you want to know about it. What does that mean? It affects us as founders. And that is because how it's all been set up, the links for all of us are on rotators. We all get a piece of that pie. It is an absolute genius marketing ploy, in my opinion. Nobody else has started in this manner before. Yes, there's many successful businesses out there, but no one has started a business of this magnitude how we are doing it. We are going to take the place by storm. Mark my words, hang on to your hats. Over to you, Chris.
Can I let go of my hat now, Red?
Yeah.
Hey guys, I don't know what you left me here. You guys said everything, and there's nothing else to say. You are in the greatest business with the strongest foundation ever that you've ever seen or will see. And like Red and Marty both said, it just started. All right. When we launch to the world is when you're really going to see the explosion. But right now, Ash is setting all these sparks. What did he say? The next event, his words, it's crazy. I thought the Dubai one was crazy. Holy cow. I can't even think, nor do I want to. Ash, if you're listening, I don't want to go through that again. You just let us know what's happening and I'll show up there and we'll have a good time with it. I do want to bring out a great point that Marty and Red just said. All right, my brothers who I love with all my heart. They're trying to tell you, get out and talk about it. All you live monsters. Today I watched Lister T, not Mr. T, Lister T, all right, and Rupa Paul. 2 different countries, 2 different languages, got on there together, and they talked about ONPASSIVE. We have many, which I call my live monsters. Get out there and talk about it. All right. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Changing one person's life every single day is what Ash Mufareh's goal is. He tells us this all the time. Go do something nice. The nicest thing that you could do for anybody is gift them a founder's position if they're in trouble, if you got the funds. But the other nicest thing is to let people know about it. Tell them about it. Don't be afraid. Your fear is stopping you from talking about this. Don't let it, because you know what's going to happen when we do launch to the world? Your neighbor, who you know for 20 years that you were afraid to talk to about this, is going to say, hey, dude, Why didn't you tell me about this? Are you kidding me? Don't let them come back. I would rather them shun you for talking about ONPASSIVE, because later when it happens, they're not going to shun you no more. They're not going to shun you. ONPASSIVE is the greatest thing in the world. I can listen. Every one of us on this panel, Marty and Red, we do this religiously. We talk about it to every single person we can. We blow up the YouTubes, the TikToks. We're doing everything we can to help everyone. But sometimes you got to help yourself. Remember, it's your business. All right. Get on there, talk about it, make a post, get people's attention, folks. Trust me, when we launch, you're going to want that attention. All right. That's all I got you. Hey, wait. Muhammad Kamal, I love you, man. My main live monster right now. You keep doing what you're doing. Friday's coming. Friday's coming. Get ready, guys. Marty, Red, back to you. Woo, woo, woo.
I'm not sure he's doing things that are legal. Anyway, so I really think we need to check his house out. One thing I want to say, another thing I want to add, look, I go back to this. What do we have in common? We all have the same amount of time, a day, a week, a month, but we don't know, right? We don't know what's ahead, but so time's very valuable. Share this thing. Get where you want to get quicker if you can. And remember, Sharon, it's not marketing. You're not trying to be a guru, but I guarantee all of us, and I'm saying us, when something good happens or something, a sale goes on or a movie that you saw, you share it. Why would you not share the possibility of a life-changing business, 100% automated, done for you, can change your life, can give you the choices that right now most of us don't have? And you know what I mean about that. You work all week long, overtime, so you can pay for things, never enough money to do anything you want. Next thing you know, you're 65, 66 years old, you retire and they say, thank you for your life. Now I'd like you to live on 50% less. Thank you very much. And then I wind up giving out little smiley faces at Walmart. I don't think we need to do that. And you know, there's a lot of people that you know that need ONPASSIVE and they don't know it. They don't know about ONPASSIVE. Tell them. If they say no, okay, smile and say, oh, that's too bad. That's it? Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to try to convince you, walk away. But at least tell them, because it can get where you want to get quicker. And if they're a friend now or a family member now, and they love you, they're going to love you long time after that. Trust me. Anyway, that's all I have.
Yeah, I've got nothing either now. I think we've really fired people up for Friday. I'm certainly very, very excited. I can't wait to see how it's all going to pan out. But I know one thing, it's going to be another hell of a show for us to witness. Once we got that link, guys, get sharing to absolutely anybody and everybody. It's not a founders thing. This is for everybody. You know, let's get that message out there for people to come and have a look at ONPASSIVE. This is a great way of doing it. It really is, because all you're doing is saying, look, this is who we are. And then you can explain it after that. Back over to you guys.
Alrighty, I'm going to close it out. But if you don't show up Friday, I can't make you go, but you're not coming over for Thanksgiving. It's that simple. Anyway, yeah, and Red's not going to let you come over for, no, they don't have Thanksgiving. What do you have?
Easter.
Easter, Paddy's Day.
Oh, happy Easter. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Glad you guys brought the brains today, let me tell you.
Yeah, we did. He's only saying that because he's only saying that because his ears and his bunny tail came in from Amazon today. Anyway, I'll see you all. God bless, and we'll see you next week. Be there Friday. You'll be glad you did. Bye-bye.
Bye.